Hi, my name is Angie Brody, and I am an educational consultant. I live in Arizona, in which I was born and raised. I'm married to Dan, and I have 3 wonderful children. It's nice to meet you. I began my career in education teaching elementary school. I taught 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. After that, I went to middle school, which I loved. In middle school, I taught science, and then I was the coordinator for the STEM program at our school. After teaching STEM for a couple of years, I decided to reevaluate my career, and I needed to determine how was I going to make a bigger impact on education. What could I do? So I decided to become an instructional coach for an entire district. As an instructional coach, I specialized in technology integration, but I really worked with all content areas. I had 40 teachers directly under me in which I supported them. I also developed and presented professional development for the entire district. So why? Why do I want to work for a company such as NWEA? The answer is simple. Because I believe in the product. I believe in education. And I believe in giving students the best possible education that they can have. NWA provides that. It provides teachers the resources to find the gaps that these students have, to fill in those gaps, to help guide their instruction, to help get the students exactly what they deserve. During my career, I have had many experiences and many opportunities that have put me in the place I am today as an educational consultant. As a classroom teacher at the middle school, I was also the mentor teacher on campus. I was mentor to the new teachers who were starting, who needed some extra support, as well as the teachers that were arriving from other countries, specifically China and Spain. I was also considered a 21st century educator, which meant that I was one of the first ones to use technology in my classroom, but I was also one of the ones that would create and provide professional development to those other teachers on our campus. At first, it started out just on our campus, and then it quickly became to other campuses in our district, plus administrators and district administrators. As an instructional coach for an entire district, one of my main jobs was creating professional development. We needed to find out what the teachers wanted to know. And what they wanted to know was best practices for their students. So as an instructional coach, I would create and deliver professional development to provide best practices for the students of the district. Sometimes my professional development would be delivered via webinar. Sometimes it would be to just a handful of teachers. Other times it would be to an entire site as well as the entire district. I have had many opportunities to know what teachers want, and what they want is what's best for students. Therefore, being an instructional coach allowed me to reach more students, to make that impact on more students. That was my why. And as an instructional coach and an educational consultant, I am able to answer my why. When I was an instructional coach, I worked in a district that uses NWEA for student assessment and benchmark. As the instructional coach, it was my job to provide professional development for those teachers so that we could deconstruct their data, analyze it, and determine the path to take for their teaching. We needed to find out what gaps these students had, what needed to be filled, who could move forward. Maybe we needed to pull a small group so that we could reteach. NWEA provides that, and it was my job to make sure the teachers understood that. Why? So that we could impact students. Throughout my career, I have been able to positively impact education. It began as a classroom teacher in which I impacted the lives of the students directly in my classroom, and then I moved to the district level. At the district level is where I was able to reach more students. I provided professional development to teachers within the district who then took what I taught them and were able to apply it the next day in their classroom, guiding their instruction. I was able to help them analyze their data, look for growth. That is the impact that I have made. That is the impact that I want to continue making on a much larger level. I've done it at the classroom, I've done it at a school, I've done it at a district. Now it's time for me to make it larger. I understand students, I understand teachers, I understand education and standards. I know how to look at data and I know how to analyze it and use the data to guide instruction. Now is my time to take my experience and my knowledge and apply it to a bigger picture, impacting students at a much larger level.